So, welcome back everyone. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I hope you all are good today. So, this is the video about what are the programming languages that are useful in the cloud and DevOps environment actually. So, why programming languages are essential, why programming languages are needed in the cloud, and DevOps or SRE or whatever the role you are working in. So, in order to, some automate some tasks, in order to, minimize the regular activities, in order to, provision the infrastructure, in order to, save the time actually. So we need programming languages actually. So this is the motive behind, the learning the programming languages. But, what are the programming languages? Which programming language is better for, which purpose, and these things we are going to discuss in this video. So so before going to start this session, I would like to mention one point over here. Please subscribe this YouTube channel, guys, and like the videos if you find these videos are helpful to all the viewers out there. This is yet another our new a programming related video. I hope you will enjoy this video. So without wasting much time, so let's get started with this video, guys. I have made a document for all of us. So as we have discussed, apart from our traditional and in general, tools like Docker, Kubernetes, AWS services, Jenkins, Terraform, or Ansible, or whatever the service you are using. Apart from these, what is the important of programming languages in the cloud and DevOps roles? What are what is their requirement? In this video, we are going to discuss in this topic here. So these are the few programming languages I have listed over here. So Java, C, Python, C Sharp, SQL, Go, and then Kotlin. So these are the few from last couple of years. These programming languages are in use actually. But which programming language is good for what purpose we are going to discuss in this video here. Uh, you know, so first of all, we have a question here. So why programming, matters in cloud and DevOps actually? First of all, to automate the, the our repetitive tasks, manual tasks, engineers write script to create infrastructure, deploy applications, monitor systems, backups, databases, scale servers automatically. So these are the few useful scenarios where you can use your programming knowledge to to simply provision the infrastructure, to automate some tasks, the repetitive tasks actually. So this is the one of the use case of learning the programming languages. So so then we have some common scripting languages. The well-known scripting languages are Python, Bash, and PowerShell. So these are few best scripting languages, and these are easy to use actually. You don't need to bother about the more difficulties about the programming languages, as we all already know. As some of my folks are already aware about how much programming languages are difficult to learn. The traditional programming languages that require DSA and other kind of stuff. But some scripting languages do not require that much difficulties. And in cloud and DevOps, you don't need to be a masters the programming languages. Like you don't need to go into the DSA kind of level, but there's some basic level of understanding you should have, like how you can import the packages, how you can play with the like servers, and what are the file rated packages are. So these are the few things you have to keep in mind. Again, we have infrastructure as a code. The in infrastructure as a code, we have Terraform, we have AWS, CloudFormation, and Civils. So these are the tools which are under infrastructure as a code category actually. These tools require understanding of variables, logic, loops, functions, and conditions. So these are the few basic blocks of any programming languages you will have to go through. This will help to build your basic understanding how you will play with the variables, how you store the data inside the variables, how how you put your logic inside the uh, you know uh, program, or how you make the loops, how you execute the functions, how you put the conditions. So these are the few things to learn actually. Another important aspect of learning programming languages as a cloud or DevOps person, uh, you know, uh, DevOps engineers or cloud engineers work with CI/CD, tools such as Jenkins, GitHub Actions, and GitLab CI/CD. There you will find a deployment related file, or let's see your anything that is. Let's see you are working with the YAML file, or let's see whatever the requirement of that tool. So there you use your programming language knowledge over here. So pipelines often include scripts, conditional logic, API calls, automated testing, deployment, automation. Without scripting knowledge, managing complex pipeline becomes difficult. So this is the important point to be taken care here. Another important aspect of learning programming languages as a cloud engineer is to to provide the cloud platform provide APIs and SDKs for automation. For example, you are using AWS SDK, Google SDK, or Microsoft Azure SDK. Using languages like Python and JavaScript, engineers can work with the resources. They can simply execute their script and stop and start the instances running inside the console, or they can manage databases, they can automate snapshots, they can handle monitoring alerts using scripting languages actually. So these are the useful cases of learning programming languages for for the folks in the in the cloud environment. Troubleshooting and debugging purpose, you will use your your coding knowledge for troubleshooting and debugging purpose actually. For that, you will go with very logs efficiently and understand application behavior, debug development issues, analyze automation failures. So this can be achieved using your programming language knowledge actually. Another point to discuss over here is what are the best programming languages for cloud and DevOps professionals. So first of all, we are discussing about the Python. That is the most recommended language for automation and cloud scripting, used for AWS automation, then monitoring tools, API integration, and DevOps scripting. So Python is widely used uh, in the cloud and DevOps environment actually. Another programming languages we have, shell scripting, which is used to, execute cron jobs, server setups, file operation, process management. These are the few important, things you can achieve using shell scripting. Then we have, that is the very important, what I am, observing from last 3 years, that is YAML and JSON actually. Sometimes we have to define the deployment in YAML format. So deployment.yaml, the pods.yaml, or anything you will, if you are working with the Kubernetes, you will understand this. The folks who are learning the Kubernetes and deployment related stuff, they are familiar with this topic also, because the Kubernetes manifest file is indeed in the YAML or JSON format actually. In YAML format, you will find CI/CD pipelines, the declarative, uh, files. Terraform configurations are inside the YAML and JSON. Then cloud formation templates are in JSON formats. So this is the useful case of learning the programming language. So another widely used cloud native tools like Docker, Kubernetes, Prometheus, the Golang programming language is used here, guys. Another important question to answer over here is uh, do do we need to become a software developer to or I mean, how much programming is important here. So as we have already discussed, we don't need to advance DSA or competitive coding for most cloud and DevOps roles. I think, but just the basic understanding of the programming languages is essentially is here. The basic kind of fundamental understanding is acceptable for cloud and DevOps professionals actually. um, like the basic programming concepts, the scripting, the automation logic, APIs, file handling, logic, error handling mechanisms. So these can easily, we can say mastered using simple, any programming languages. So this is the video about, the what is the importance about the programming languages for cloud and DevOps professionals. I hope you all are, I hope you all have enjoyed my video. And if you find these videos are helpful to all the viewers, so please subscribe this YouTube channel. If you want to hear from my end about your favorite topic, you can definitely go and write down in the comment section, and I'll definitely try to to make the videos on those topics as well. So thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I hope you all are good today. So bye.